Lesson 2.5 practice says to solve each equation for the indicated variable. So it's really important that you pay attention to which variable you are solving for. So let's take a look at question 6. Here is your equation. W equals FD, and you are solving this equation for D. So if I highlight D, you need to get rid of the F in front of it that I did not highlight, and it's only one step here. The same is true for question 7. Here's my equation. P equals W divided by T, and it says for W. So that means we want to isolate W and get W all by itself. This question is also just one step. Think, how do I get rid of the T? How do I move the T to the other side? If I start with a P, a W, and a T, that means my answer also has to include W equals, and I need a P and a T as well. We have 3 variables to start. We need 3 variables as part of our final answer. So don't lose any variables along the way as you're solving. I'm going to work through question 8 with you. So you're going to go back and do questions 6 and 7 when you're done watching the video, or you could pause. It's up to you. So this says I am solving for x. So my x is right here. I want this ax term alone first, which means I need to move the 3. Currently, it's a positive 3 or a plus 3, so the opposite is to subtract 3. If I subtract 3 on the left, I have to subtract 3 on the right. So we're left with ax equals, then I have b minus 3. Those are unlike terms, so I need to keep them separate. B minus 3. And we're solving for x, so I want this x all alone. It currently has an a out in front. A and x are being multiplied. The opposite is to divide. So I'm going to divide by a, those cancel, divide by a, and I'm done. X is all alone. X equals b minus 3, all divided by a, and then I always box in my final answer. So notice, I started with a, x, 3, and b, and my answer still has an a, an x, a 3, and a b. I didn't lose anything here. I'll walk you through question 9 as well. Question 9, we are solving for k. So I see AK right here, and then there's a minus R. So I want to move that minus or that negative R to the other side. So I'm going to add it so it cancels out. Add it over here. We're left with AK equals ON plus R. These are all different variables, so we can't put them together. Keep them separate. Now, my next step is to get K all by itself. There's an A in front of it. A and K are being multiplied. The opposite of multiply is to divide. So I'm going to divide by A, those cancel. Over here, make one big fraction bar, and again, we're dividing by a. And that's my final answer. K equals ON plus R, all divided by a. Again, notice I have a K, and I started with a K. I have an ON, which I started with an ON. I have an R, and I have an A. I didn't lose any variables. I didn't drop any variables. So be careful when you're solving these. I would like you to go ahead and try your best to finish the rest of this worksheet. You can do it. If you need any help, message me or hop on my Zoom calls.